Hi, this is Dan Nash with Backpackers Review. And when you're out backpacking and hiking, one of the most important things that you can get is to get a really good fit boot that is going to serve all the purposes that you're going to need for whatever you're doing in the outdoors. So today we're going to talk about the new Lowa Ticam boot, which is new for March of 2012. We're going to let you know how this boot did when we tested it. In an effort of fairness and transparency, I wanted to make sure that the audience understands that I'm an ambassador for Lowa boots. And while I have that responsibility, under no circumstances is that going to interfere in any of the reviews that we do here at Backpacker Review. So with that being said, let's get to the actual review of the boot. First of all, this is the new Ticam of the Lowa Backpacking Series boot. It's a heavy-duty backpacking boot, and it's new for March of 2012. Some of the features of the boot is it's got a rubber rand that's actually 3/4 around, it's all the way around on the inside, and it's left open here on the outside, which is an area that you don't really need it. It's got a full Vibram lug sole with really deep lugs, and as you can see, there's a little bit of mud here in this lug, but for the most part, it's really kicked everything out. Gives you really good traction. Also, this Vibram sole is really sticky. It's a little bit soft, which is actually a good thing that makes it really sticky on rock and hardpan. But it's a little softer, and the only bad thing about that is it wears a little bit. As you can see, I got about 100 miles on these boots. It's wore a little bit here on the toe, but that I'll accept that every time, because I would much rather have the stickiness of the boot versus a hard sole that's going to last a little bit longer maybe, but it's not going to have near as much traction. As far as the rest of the boot, something new that Lowa's done is they've got these ball bearings in the boot, so it's easy to lace them up. And probably the best thing I think about this boot is this little locking lacing system that they have here. For me, I'm always wanting this toe area of the boot, the toe box area, to be a little bit looser than the ankle, so I get the good ankle support, but I have plenty of room in the toe box. So I used to have to tie a knot here in all my other boots. Well, now you can just pull this lace, and it immediately locks in place, so you can't loosen it and pull it loose. If you want to loosen it, you just pull it back, and it kind of works like an ascender. So just pull it back, the lace can then be pulled right on through. It's also got the stud in the tongue, which is pretty much patented for Lowa boots. You can wrap it around here. You can keep this tongue nice and snug in here. It's got the nice wide toe box, which I like, and the nice heel cap in the rear, so it keeps your heel locked in and really solid. It's obviously a high top boot, so you got plenty of ankle support. And it's also got the new free flex system, which allows the boot to kind of flex both around the back here, as you can see, and along the sides. Give your foot that excellent movement. Overall, this is probably one of the best boots I've ever used, probably approaching the best backpacking boot I've ever used. So if you're looking for an excellent top-of-the-line backpacking boot, definitely check out the new Ticams. They come in this really cool orange, and they also come in a black and yellow, and they run around $350, which I know can be a lot, but for a really good boot, you know, you can't skimp on boots. If your feet hurt, you're not happy, so buy a good boot.